Alright, hello YouTube. What a fucking silly day this has been. But okay, so let me adjust this real quick. Okay, that should work now. So I've actually, this is like the third attempt I've tried doing this playthrough, and unfortunately my last play session attempt today went on for like 2 hours before I realized it was lagging. So we're gonna have to start this off from the very beginning now. And yeah, this is Kingsfield 1. It's been long enough since I played this game that I don't mind replaying it. Putting aside technical issues, I'm quite excited to give this game another shot. I originally tried streaming this in 4K today, but apparently it was buffering constantly, and I didn't want to put up with the footage looking inconsistent and shitty, so I was like, fuck it, let's just take it from the top. Start over just one more time. So, I'm actually playing at 4K, but I'm going to be streaming in 1080p. Because apparently, I don't know if it's because of my bitrate or my internet connection, but evidently I can't stream in 4K. I mean, I guess 1080p is good enough, it's fine. At least I get to experience the game firsthand in 4K. Yeah, basically the plot of this game is you're the chosen one. You gotta stop the evil bullshit in this graveyard. And this time, not a fucking hitch. Okay, there's nothing that's gonna go wrong. Nothing whatsoever, okay? Or so help me. There will be some death, okay? People dropping left and right. Because I am done with a capital D. I was planning on it being a much longer play session, but because of the technical issues, I might only be able to play this for like a couple hours. And even that's a little risky. Maybe 2.5, because it is 6:40, but I need to try to be in bed by like 9 o'clock today. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to put up with being really tired at work tomorrow, because I got a shift at like 6 in the morning. And yeah, this is Kingsfield Classic Dungeon Crawler. I did play it a long time ago, but I ended up getting lost because I was in a voice chat during one of my play sessions. Not exactly a perfect trade, but I'm pretty sure there's a free earth herb nearby, so whatever. And yeah, basically this isn't a game that you want to take a long break from, or else you get utterly lost and confused. But this time I do intend on paying a lot of attention to my surroundings and not getting too distracted. Now, so the last time I played this was actually like 30 minutes ago, bear in mind. And wow, this time I actually ended up having more mana because I didn't just waste it all. So yeah, I guess if I'm gonna kill that skeleton, I guess it makes a lot more sense to try to hit him between the magic spells rather than just trying to kill him with distance, from distance. It's been a long day, okay guys? Free medical herb, right there. Or what is that? Medicinal. If you're a fucking nerd, you want to use those even bigger words. Now I want you guys to take great attention of this gravestone, because there's some bullshit that's going to happen with that. It's actually a pretty cool moment that I didn't even know about up until this play session. We'll see later. That's going to be where there's going to be a special enemy in here. And there's nothing else here? Okay. Now hopefully I don't get interrupted too much. I guess we'll see. Anyway, I know that there is... Yeah, I believe this is the path? Yeah. I keep walking past this, apparently. But the merchant is actually like right here on the left, the first merchant in the game. We have 154 gold. Oh. I kind of want to save up my money though, like just for getting as many... I want to get close to like 2k basically, as soon as possible. Because we're going to need to buy a very specific item. I am Biscuit Grizz, military guard. These are our barracks, but the commander and his men went to the lower floors and ordered me to remain here. I haven't heard from them in a while. Yeah, they're probably dead, man. I'm just saying. Nothing important. Hey, on the contrary, a bed is very important. Especially if it's a memory... I mean, maybe not this bed. I mean, that bed looks a little flat. It looks a little uncomfortable. It looks like it might just be made out of metal. But yeah, memory foam mattress is where it's really at. That's when a bed is really, really good. I'm actually going to be getting my... Oh, wow, I didn't even know that was there. See, I'm actually going to be getting a memory foam mattress. I believe tomorrow. Which is nice. Because my old bed, it's very, very old. We've literally had it for years. And, it actually kills my back if I sleep on it too much. Welcome to Light Shop. You can't put up a good fight without proper equipment. I offer fine wares at a reasonable price. And yeah, compared to the other NPC on this level, these are actually pretty decent prices. But we're not doing anything. Unless... yeah, we don't have any bloodstones. My main way of, like, getting money as quickly as possible in this game is, like, just selling off all the bloodstones. Those are, like, 250 gold apiece. And you really don't need them a lot of the time. Now, this is going to play out a little differently from my last attempt, because this time I'm taking this path forward, because I completely ran past this area in my last attempt. Did not recognize it. Unfortunately, I don't have a map, and I'm not gonna have a map for a while. But hopefully we don't get too confused. Although, I mean, you could argue this is a pretty important area. Yeah, that little bit of mana was really driving me crazy. I needed to get rid of it. It's just there teasing me, mocking me with its supposed potential, when really it can't do shit. I don't remember where the better weapons are. But we are going to be able to get like a battle axe, and those are quite useful against these enemies, especially as we level up. The axe and the Morning Star, basically anything with chop damage is really, really good on this level. I'm curious how much harder or easier this area is going to be, though. Like, in the beginning, as opposed to me coming here, like, what, like an hour later? Because believe it or not, this level takes a while to get through. And this is just the first floor. In case you guys don't know, this is essentially like kind of a Diablo-type game, in the sense that your objective is to get from the top to the bottom, get to the source of the evil, and solve the mystery of what? Hold on. I had to switch laundry. I'll be right back. Anyway, now that the stream has been fucking ruined, it is time to get back to the gameplay. Oh my god, I had to walk away for 5 minutes. Fuck this. Unsubscribe. Anyway. You know, one thing I'm trying to conquer in OBS is like my OCD to just spam the keys. Because it is something I truly hate doing. But because OBS tends to be inconsistent in the muting function, I tend to spam the key. But I'm gonna try to train myself to not do that in the stream. And hopefully it won't bite me right in the fucking dick. I needed to click it one more time to make sure it wasn't muted. Okay, fuck off. And honestly, this is one of the more mazy locations in this game, so not having a map might actually... You might be in this one section for a while, just walking in circles. And in these games, the enemies always respawn, so... Ooh, how dare you bait me. See, these guys are way too quick for me, man. Ooh, come on, come on. Got it, got it. Now these guys are so far... Hold on. Before I deal with you, because I do recognize this that he's essentially a landmark of like, okay, this is the center. This is the first fork in the road you get to. So before I go over there, let me check out this path. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is the... Okay, this doesn't go anywhere. This is where that is, okay. And then I take, so the path to the left, that is where the tree is, and then over here, I take a right. Alright. Mental map, activate. Do your thing. And I believe... I think I've already killed this monster. But just for the sake of exploring and understanding where I'm at, let's go in this direction again. And also free XP, which is pretty sick. He's doing this back and forth. He's almost like doing a dance. And I cannot wait to get enough XP I can just one-shot you guys. Okay, so that loops around, it goes in a circle, but the actual path to progress is here. Gotta look for those holes in the ground, you see? And then I believe this way is to the tree, yes? Aha! Right in the butt. I mean, I'm probably gonna press the button more than once normally, but I'm not gonna go, like, you know, spamming it like normal. Like, I'll press it like 2 or 3 times, just to make sure. I think it depends on the game, too. Like, there are some games that just lag very hard and some that don't. I guess the fact that I just did this area, like, 30 minutes ago helps with the mental map. How much healing? I got enough to get through this area, more or less. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to contrast this with my original playthrough, especially, like, gameplay-wise, to see, like, how much better I am. Although the commentary could be cool to listen to how different it is, too. It's probably not very different. Honestly, the way that I do commentary in my streams hasn't really changed much. And just to be safe, let's heal, because it's been a while since we reached a save point. And you definitely do not want to have to redo sections in this game, because it can take a while, especially in the beginning. Okay, and that is the Dragon Cup. The fuck? You guys hear that? That sounded like some kind of door opening. Water the fountain is withered. You gotta put down the cup. Yes, I know, I know. This is probably the most confusing part of this area. This is where you encounter the most amount of samey looking forks in the road. So you really gotta be on your game here. As far as like distinguishing areas. And there's actually a pretty good piece of armor right there that you want. Like, I think we could possibly get away with killing this guy and then running in, grabbing the armor and getting out, but aha, we get it. Kiss my ass. You guys are not fun to fight in these claustrophobic areas. Oh. And this area doesn't actually have anything, I don't think, but hit like a dumbass. I probably don't need to apply so much force to the controller, though. It's actually starting to hurt my hand, like how much I'm pushing down on the buttons. Come on. One more? Yeah. It was worth it for the extra healing, at least. And mostly painless. I didn't really take too much damage there. Now let's see, I think that's about it for this area. I don't think there's really too much reason for me to be... There might be a few more extra items. So this is the exit. I believe this is part of the exit as well. And that's where the dead body is, yeah. Now let's see, there's a fork in the road around here. Where I can go, like, left or right? Ah, shit. I think this way. Okay, I recognize that. Is there anything over here? Okay, worth it for that. 100%. Got 303 gold. Still got a ways to go. A lot of the money you're going to make in the beginning is going to come from, like, selling items, honestly. Like, you don't really find free money too often in the Kingsville games. You usually have to sacrifice something for the sake of the money. As is often the case in life. Kingsville is pretty deep when you think about it. Actually, let's head on back to... What was it, this path? Ooh. As you can see, there's a new enemy here, and actually, it's heavily implied it came from this gravestone. You see, I think when I played this game in the past, like, I never went in here the first time. Because I think this is an event that activates after you make a certain amount of progress. So I don't think I ever realized there was nothing in here in the beginning. Unless I'm wrong about the scripting. And yeah, he does consistently drop a sword. That's interesting. So that implies that guy was actually a knight once upon a time. See, and that over there is going to be our main path forward. This is definitely feeling a lot cleaner. Let's go activate these guys' dialogue before we move on. These are some of the first quests we're going to get in the game, if you can really call them. I guess they technically count as quests. They're just not categorized the same way as, like, modern games. Oh, aren't you the commander's son, John? I can't begin to tell you how much Commander has helped me. I'd like to help you too somehow, but I just sold my graveyard map to a suspicious parent and his child a few minutes ago. That's always like been a weird line of dialogue from him, like, why are you suspicious? Because it's not implied, it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with the father character that we meet in the mines. My golden cross has been stolen. You look for it and return it to me. Oh, what a blight this is. Okay. Now the good news is I don't think there's any reason to go back in there. To that one tunnel we just came from. Aside from, like, talking to the other merchant, I guess. Now, to be honest, I could take this path to the side, but I kind of want to take the path this way instead. Usually, this room on the left is like the first room I go to when I play this game. It's like the first encounters I get. Oh, shit. Hold on. But yeah, we do, like, looks like a little bit more than half the damage necessary to kill them in, like, one hit. Or, well, 2 hits. I don't know. Whatever I'm trying to say. Let's say their health is 100, I'm dealing 60 damage, that's the point. At least 60. And even though this is a really old school game, and this is early on in, FromSoft's history, they have some interesting environmental details, even in their old PS1 games. So this is actually a light family grave, which is the name of the merchant that we talked to earlier. I don't know its significance other than maybe it was his mother or his father, it's not really clear. Could have been his cousin or his sister, I suppose. But yeah, we're probably going to need the deceased key to get in there. I guess we can have a little bit of fun and do a little theory crafting in this game. Why not? Whenever we have the obvious opportunity, we'll do it. You know what, my theory is the deceased key is actually the key of one of Light's family members. That's my headcanon. I'm actually going to go in here and clean out this room. Actually, is there really any point in going... Because the thing is, you can't really explore too much of the area until you get the deceased key. Because there's a lot of areas in this game that require you to open the doors to make progress. But yeah, I'm actually playing this on RetroArch emulator, as opposed to EPSXE emulator, like I usually do when I play this game. So, I was not aware you could actually translate Japanese-only games through RetroArch as well, but it's actually much easier than I thought it would be. Thankfully, I had people on Discord helping me. I've been trying to get back into Discord, man. Like, there was a long period of time where I wasn't really talking to people or using Discord at all, but... And, like, essentially just minding my own business and doing my own thing, but... I actually really do want to try to be a little bit more social in real life. Or, well, I guess in the internet, in this case, but at least the internet. Admittingly, it tends to be easier. But anyway... Yeah, I'm, like, in a channel, a Discord channel with... I'm in some fan Discords for VTubers, so those are the main places I'm hanging out in. And they got really nice, cool people. And sometimes they even got an edgy sense of humor, so that's nice. I like my edgy humor. I believe this way is the way to the merchants. And that might have been a mistake, pathing like that. Oh, yeah, that was a mistake and a half, actually. Because this fat fuck is like, ooh, you have any cheeseburgers on you? I'm like, no. Go away. Sir, you are pitting me against the wall. Please stop. I don't have any food. Go away. And stop trying to eat me. See, and I think this is one of the trickier areas. The trickier areas in the game. There's gonna be like a bitch-ass skeleton right over here. shit. Oh wow, you didn't drop anything? Boo. I do appreciate how using the circle button doesn't use stamina. As far as... doesn't using the circle button get rid of, your power bar in the other games? I'm not sure. I vaguely remember the use button does do that. Yeah, this skeleton will actually come all the way out here. If you want him to. Oh, thank God, I'm actually strong enough that I don't have to try particularly hard to kill them. Oh, boo, it's empty. I forgot that was empty. See, Snyder gas, welcome to the stream. Is that Zack Snyder's gas in particular? I hope not. I don't want to know anything about his gas. Kingsfield has the best death noises ever. Blew my eardrums out first time I played. Yeah, I actually quite like the sound effects across the board in the Kingsfield games there. They're charming in that old school retro way. And I think they do a pretty decent job making them sound alien and weird and creepy whenever you're fighting monsters. Yeah, there's just this random Viking merchant right here. I've got some rare items on sale, stranger. It's okay with me if you don't want to buy them, but you'll be better off if you do. Especially the Golden Cross. I don't need to sell armor, but I'll probably hang on to that. So what's interesting about this is if you have anything equipped, it doesn't appear in the sell menu, which is okay. It's kind of annoying, though, if you want to, like, sell items that you do have equipped. But yeah, if you go to him, we're gonna need 1800 to get the Golden Cross. Just to get the deceased key. And I don't... Should I do it? I don't even know if it's possible. He might not even be in range. Let's swing a few times. Because I'm curious if you could get the Golden Cross by killing him. Because admittingly, it would save me a lot of money if I just killed him. I can't... I mean, I should be close enough, I think, but... There's no... I don't think I'm hitting him. There's, like, no indication I'm hitting him, so... Now, I'm pretty sure NPCs don't really react if you hit them, but let's just talk to him to make sure he's not pissed. Do you happen to have a Phantom Rod? If you do, I'll buy it for a good price. It's easier to find treasures if you use one. I'm curious, maybe there is a Phantom Rod on this level that I could sell. But then again, I actually quite like using Phantom Rods. Can you use a bow or magic? Not now, this is like the very beginning of the game. I got a long ways to go before I get magic. I mean, I do technically have a light needle, but I don't have any mana. And also, typically it takes a lot of firepower to kill an NPC in Kingsfield. See, in Dark Souls, they just make you... They make it so that if you aggro an NPC, they just beat your ass. But in this game, they're like, no, we'll just make it take like 5 hours. Ooh. I'm gonna hang on to the Knight Sword for the time being, but this should be much better for this level. Then again, I guess I've never really tried killing NPCs in this game, so maybe this is before they just made them really, really beefy. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do in there other than buy the Golden Cross. I'm pretty sure I cleaned out the place. So now I'm just gonna be getting the map. Oh. And yeah, the battle axe does more chop damage, but the downside is it does take longer to charge up. It's also a pretty quick weapon, very much worth it. I'm used to the ancient city, so you can shoot fireballs out of your ass within 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I do know there's like a secret item you can get in ancient city next to an NPC where I think you burn a tree, and then you get a ring that makes it so you have a lot more mana. Also, in Kingsfield 2, you get Fireball pretty quick. Like, right there in the beginning, you just walk up to the tower, get Fireball, bam. But Dark Souls and the Kingsfield games, for me, have a strong similarity as far as magic goes, where they both kind of suffer from the same issue of the AI doesn't really deal with ranged abilities too well, generally speaking. I mean, when they're ranged, it's not too bad, but if they're melee-based, they just can't handle ranged at all. That guy's gonna be like, oh, can you find my son? And we will. Right on over here, actually. It makes any other bracelets absolutely pointless and all. What, the bracelet that gives you extra mana? Yeah. Actually, why am I saying yeah? I have no idea. I haven't played a whole lot of Ancient City. It's one of those games I really gotta finish one of these days. But I want to play it like on stream for you guys, but I want to finish up Kingsfield 1 and 3 before I play that. Because I've always like started Kingsfield 1 and 3, but I've never beaten them. And you know, since I actually managed to beat Kingsfield 2 on camera not too long ago, it's like, oh, maybe I can actually do this. Just gotta have the patience for it. Because these aren't quite as easy to stream, typically, for me, as something like Halo. Because I tend to like faster-paced games on stream, because there's constant action. And I do love these games, but pace they are. And there's a lot of moments where, especially, you get lost and confused, where you're not quite sure what to do to progress. And you're fighting the urge to cheat and look at YouTube. It's quite awkward on stream. Yeah, rip in peace. I guess that mummy killed the kid, man. It was bad. But hey, we're actually getting pretty close to where I left off. There's not too many more things for me to do. Once I get the deceased key, not diseased key. It better not be diseased. Yeah, I got work tomorrow. I don't need to get diseased. But, did I not go in here? I hope the other guy is frozen in time when that happens. You know, I actually really want to test that. Oh. I wonder if the deceased key works on chests as well. Or maybe it only works on doors. I guess we'll see. You know, one game I really want to play in the Kingsfield type genre is Shadow Tower Abyss. That game looks really, really interesting, actually. It's like the only Kingsfield game I can think of that has guns in it. I mean, it's not exactly a first-person shooter, but it's like a limited resource you have to manage and save for specific situations. Yeah, I'm curious, Snyder Gas, if you're still watching, like, if you're still watching, have you ever played Lunacid? That, Kingsfield-type fan game? It's still in early access right now. But I actually spent a few days playing it last week. And I think I played it I think I played as much as I possibly can. I think I got through all the areas. Wait. Okay, my character was jumping around weird, so I was like, is there actually a fake wall here? Is there an opening here? But nope. But yeah, Lunacid, I played a little bit of that last week. And I tried really hard to get into it, and it's honestly a really fucking boring game. Like, even... Like, I would say this game is so exciting compared to Lunacid. Lunacid suffers from... Basically, the combat's way too easy. Like, obviously in the Kingsfield games, they tend to have simplistic combat, but Lunacid lacks the challenge a lot of the time. It feels like you beat a lot of the enemies the same way in Lunacid. Where in Kingsfield, like, basically in Lunacid, every encounter can be fixed by just running into a range of enemies and swinging, and then just doing that over and over again until the fight's over. Which you could say about any of the games to some degree, but usually they mix it up. Especially when you get later in the game, and that's the problem with Lunacid, is it never feels like the difficulty picks up. Because in Kingsfield, like, yeah, obviously these enemies, it doesn't take too much effort to kill them once you figure out how their AI works, but when they throw in, like, spellcasters and ranged monsters, like, there are certain enemies in these games that it's practically impossible to avoid getting hit, but in Lunacid, you can pretty much do, like, a 0% damage run pretty easily. And there's not enough enemies either, or enough enemy variety. Like, usually an area in Lunacid has like 1 or 2 enemy types in the entire area. And they don't use the different strengths and weaknesses of the monsters in like an interesting way. Like, you know how, like, for example, even in Kingsfield 2, like, there are parts where you have to fight like Necron soldiers, and some of them have ranged abilities and some of them have melee attacks. So you'll have a setup where you have to fight like 1 strong knight, and then like 2 bowmen in the back firing at you, and you gotta like manage that. And that's probably when the combat in the Kingsfield games gets the most interesting, is whenever there's like multiple enemy encounters. Because it actually does take a lot of effort to move around a lot of enemies at once and manage terrain and try to avoid getting cornered and stuff like that. But Lunacid doesn't really have that. Like, it does have moments where you fight more than 1 enemy, but half the time it's like in a straight line, in like a single file line. I will say this about Lunacid though, like, the best part of Lunacid is the atmosphere. It has a really, really, really good atmosphere. I love the music, I love the sound effects. Because it's not technically a horror game, but it sure as shit feels like one sometimes. And I think they did a great job using the new graphics, like the innovations of modern graphics, to like make the world feel more, I guess, more disturbing and dark and just really creepy. The best parts of the game in Lunacid are just going into catacombs. You hear like weird sound effects in the back and you don't know where they're coming from. There's like howling in the distance. And a lot of the game is spent in the dark. It's kind of like, I guess you could say it's a little bit like Dark Souls 2, where a lot of it is like trying to manage visibility, making sure you can see what's in front of you with a torch, and trying to fight like that. It actually does incorporate a few elements from Dark Souls as well. Like, it has status effects that pretty much build up the same way as the Dark Souls games, where you gotta get hit a few times before they get activated, and you gotta hit enemies a few times before their status effects... before status effects can be used against them, I should say. Sorry, I'm being really fucking lazy right now with how I'm moving around. Yeah, I'm gonna need the key for that. I need to play it since it's translated now, but I got a backlog. Yeah, I got it and dabbled in it a bit. Yeah, it looks fun. Like, Shadow Tower Abyss has... I know they got the dismemberment mechanic, which Lunacid actually has, but it doesn't really feel like it matters too much in Lunacid. It looks like in Shadow Tower Abyss, the dismemberment mechanic does a lot more. I like the game, but the soundtrack absolutely bores me. What, you mean in Lunacid? I love the music in Lunacid. I mean, I guess there are a few atmosphere tracks that are kind of boring, but I didn't really have a big problem with the music. There's actually a few moments in Lunacid where I got jump scared by the game. There's this part, probably my favorite part of the game, is when you go down to the catacombs and you get chased around by death suddenly. It's such a... It's like a total what the fuck moment. Although it is a little confusing, because it's like, what is actually the point of being down there? Like, you'd think it would give you some epic key item, but it has, like, secret weapons and stuff, but it's like, is that really all that there is down here? And yeah, I was pretty bored by the time I finished Lunacid. I beat the vampire mini-boss, which is a really easy boss, at least with ranged abilities. Like, the least they could do is make it so that the AI will track you harder. Like, you know how in some games, like, when an enemy has a ranged ability, they'll, like, lead their shot? So if you try dodging in one direction only, like, they'll actually try to track you with that? Like, I love that. I love it when games do that. Because when you anticipate that and you dodge it and you account for it, it actually feels like you're outsmarting the AI. Like, even little things like that would make Lunacid so much better. I like the game, but the soundtrack absolutely bores me. I heard there was another... I think it's called Monolith or something. There's like another Kingsfield knockoff game. I don't even know if that game is playable, but I am curious how it is. Maybe it's a lot harder. Because in my opinion, that's when these types of games are really, really fun. Is whenever they just get really, really difficult, mechanically. I'm trying to think. Like, is there anything else that I need to do? I don't think so. I think all that's left is, like, accumulating enough money to, buy the Golden Cross. I got 1037. So I might need to sell some weapons, and I could potentially... I know there's another Night Sword in this area somewhere. So I could probably get away with selling the Night Sword. It's not like I really need it right now. I always feel like Kingsfield would age very well nowadays. Like, I don't think it would really hurt to bring back this series, or at least games that are like it. Like, I kind of wish FromSoft would just make another game like Kingsfield, or at the very least, remake one of these games. Personally, I think I would like it more if they remade Kingsfield 2. That's always been my favorite. The one where you're on the island. Just because of how open everything is in that game in particular. It's a lot like Dark Souls 1 in that respect. But I guess you could argue that in a way it would make more sense to remake this game. Because it's a game that a lot of people don't even know exists. So it's like, oh, we can introduce this game to a new audience and whatnot. Do you speak Japanese? Chop, chop, chop. Ow. Yes, he does. He's a little bit fluid in that language, unfortunately. My favorite Kingsfield moment is in KF4 upgrading my fist to level 3 and karate chopping 50 skeletons in a 12 by 12 catacomb room. She had my ass cheeks clenching. This is the right area? Light can't see, so no one would know if you just took some good items from them. Wait, what? Light can't see, so no one would know if you just took some good items from him. What a fucking asshole. Apparently I had a second night sword. I'll hang on to that just in case. But the big thing is I got the Golden Cross. And now I have 127 gold. They remade KF1 on Sword of Moonlight, but it's pretty trash. Models look horrid. Oh yeah, I think I did hear about that. Oh, actually, I don't know if you're familiar, but if you look on YouTube.com, like right now, there's like videos of some guy that... I think he recently started like a remake of Kingsfield 2, the island one. And, it's kind of like a reshade mod for Kingsfield, where he doesn't change the art direction too much. He just improves the lighting and makes the textures look better. But that actually looks pretty good, is what I was gonna say. Now the good news is I think we're pretty much done here, until we get the key. So, we're more or less back to where we ended my last stream attempt. In case you don't know, Snyder Gas, I actually tried streaming in 4K a couple hours ago, and apparently was making my stream lag really hard. But you live and you learn, man. At least I can play in 4K, even if I can't stream in 4K. What I need to do is I need to get like a second GPU. That way I could have my monitor off to the side, and then I don't even have to Alt-Tab to check to make sure it's muted, or that like nothing's wrong with the stream. Oh wait, this is the wrong way. I don't think I want to go this way. I think I want to go this way. I'll have to look it up on the Kingsfield Discord or post if it hasn't already, lol. Oh, actually, there's a Kingsfield Discord? Is it like a public Discord? Because I wouldn't mind joining that. I'm not sure if I'll post it too often, but I'll at least drop in every now and then. Is it like a big Discord? I imagine it's pretty small. Because Kingsfield tends to have a pretty small audience. Okay, so there's no point in going over there quite yet. Maybe you can... Actually, I guess what I could do... You have a Discord. I could, if you don't mind, let me see if I can find my... I want to send, like, a friend request or something. Something like that. So I don't remember. I know that Discord changed how sending invites works. I don't remember if you need a friend code. Okay. That's an I, right? Or is that an L? Okay, that is an I. Unique Gordion. Oh, you play FF14? I've actually played a little bit of FF14. I haven't touched it in a while, though. But yeah, I think I sent you a friend request. Yeah. My phone is cracked, and that's what I'm relying on for, like, looking at YouTube chat, so it's kind of hard to read the letters sometimes. I stay for the cat girls. Oh, yes. See, I played as a Lalafell when I played FF14. Those are always my favorite, but you can't argue with the waifu material of the cat girls. Or the bunny girls. They're both pretty good. You found my golden cross. Thank you. Here's a dead guy's key. I find it interesting, though, that, it doesn't actually tell you, like, oh, he put it in your inventory. Or you don't, like, see it. It just spawns in your inventory. It's kind of weird. The priest had a gold cross stolen a little while ago and doesn't know what to do. I felt so sorry for him that I did him a favor and gave him the deceased key, which I had received from the king. Anyway, it unlocks various places. Oh, wait, I never did find the Light family key. That's kind of awkward. Oh well. Oh well. I don't remember where it is. I think it's in one of those mazes. Okay, so I'm in here. Now, there are actually some pretty powerful skeletons over here. Wait. Not here, but behind one of these locked doors. So from here, we go this way. Back to that room with the giant termites, I think they are. But yeah, I had a friend that played... Well, we're still friends, of course, but... a while ago when I played FF14, I was playing mostly just to hang out with her. But kind of just lost interest over time. From what I understand, there hasn't been like an expansion or anything in a while either. Though, to be fair, I never even got that far, so... I suppose for me it wouldn't really matter too much. But I remember hanging out in Limsa a lot, and people would do like role play, and they would show up as like half-naked cat boys in that area. Oh, it's so cursed. Die Hard Jagged, welcome to the stream. I got a split since it's 1:30 a.m. already, so have fun. Thank you. And thank you for... Honestly, you saved the stream, Die Hard. So thank you very much for letting me know it was lagging and whatnot and helping me with that. And now we've pretty much gotten back to where we left off, so that's badass. Wow, you spawned quickly, didn't you? And I just noticed, the shield they have is actually the spider shield from Dark Souls 1. Sick reference, bro. See, this definitely looks... Oh, wait, this does have... Oh, I remember this area. These are, like, really powerful skeletons. For some reason. Just these skeletons in particular, they don't look any different than the others. Very, very powerful. These are the ones that don't die in one hit. This is kind of a janky room because they'll, like, clip through the walls a lot. I mean, those are technically secret walls, but it's like, whoa, what? Alright, I'm getting a good workout. People can play and actively see each other's mods on the fly. Oh, yes. I imagine a lot of people play with mods in FF14. Especially those nude mods. With all the catgirl players out there. They couldn't resist, not possibly. I've actually seen, on Twitter, there are certain gimmick accounts that are literally just posting, like, nude mods of FF14 and, like, posting screenshots. Where it's like they're doing a photo shoot. The old graphics are not helping too much, though. It'd probably look better if it was a little bit more modernized looking. But yeah, it looks okay, I guess. Thank you very much for not hitting me in that entire time. I appreciate it, man. You're cool. Wait, I bet that deactivates the traps. That would be awesome. Please tell me it does that. Ow! What the fuck? Stop trying to hug me. I want your fucking hugs. Okay, social distancing, please. I don't know what else that can do other than deactivate the traps. Guess we'll see. And I really hate how, like, YouTube automatically censors comments. I have to, like, keep dealing with that. My favorite weapon in KF is basically pointless. Since you get the Moonlight Greatsword, before you reach the area it's in, Triple Fang. What's Triple Fang do? Is it just a really powerful sword, or is it, like, really quick or something? Yeah, my friend gets a shitload of likes from simps from her big-ass catgirl T-posing. What about, the elf characters? What do you think of those? Because my friend used to play as, well, she still just plays as an elf when she's playing FF14, or Elysian, if you want to be particular about it. Want to get into the semantics of it. But I remember I used to always make fun of the necks. It was always a funny meme. Did you know a racial slur for an Elysian is giraffe? Just call them giraffes, they love it. It's a great idea. Oh! Okay, that scared me. That random beep. It just looks insane. Oh, have you ever played Eternal Ring, actually? It's one of the easier games, unfortunately, but they have one weapon hidden in a secret dungeon. It's just fists, but it punches so cartoonishly fast. It's literally like you blink and you've attacked like 40,000 times. It's pretty crazy. And apparently in Kingsfield 2, I don't know if this is a thing in the other games too, but in Kingsfield 2 at least, you can do button combinations to use special abilities on specific swords. Which the game doesn't even actually tell you about. At least not outside of the manual. Man, I really want to see what room they're coming from, but probably not safe to check. The soundtrack's baller, but I need to finish it. Oh, dude, I love the music of Eternal Ring. Dude, I've seen some people say that the soundtrack in Eternal Ring is generic, and I'm just like, what? How dare you? How dare you accuse it of being generic? Like, that boss fight theme hangs on a thread. I love that score so much. Like, I guess you could say that some of the music is repetitive. Like, it tends to play... It tends to be kind of loopy. It loops a lot, but, I don't really mind it. If you want to learn healing magic, you gotta ask the bishop. There's a sage on the floor below, who supposedly uses water magic. But I do not know if he would teach you. Okay. He probably wants me to do something for him first, if I had to guess. The Italian plumber floating you to the island at the beginning kills me. I've never thought of him as an Italian plumber. Was he Mario now? Yep, that definitely deactivated the trap. Cool. So I was correct, because I suspected the switch was somewhere on the left. It was just a little bit further to the left than I thought it would be. Okay, so I don't quite want to leave. I might actually go back into that tunnel, because I do want to put down the cup and hopefully find the light family key. Oh, it doesn't fit. Ooh. What about over here? I actually don't even know where the fountain is, actually. Okay, gotta get right through those traps. Whew. Surprisingly decent range on this axe. I mean, if I had to guess, one of these locked doors probably leads straight to the, fountain area. Because I never did find it when I put down the cup. And I was pretty sure that I went through most of the area. I don't think I missed anything. Wait a minute. Well, if this is the tunnel I think it's... If this is the tunnel I think it is, I think I know the path to the Dragon Cup area. You gotta find the miner first. Ow, rude. I will say the voice acting in Eternal Ring is pretty... it's pretty bad, to say the least. It's very awkward. Those random, like, 30-second delays they take between lines, it's like, why? Now, this is cool, because every now and then they do put down landmarks. Like, of course, that literally says Dragon Temple, but just the fact that there's something to make that area stand out visually, it's like, aha, that is the path to the Dragon Shrine. Now, I'm trying to think. Are there any areas I did not finish yet? I think in the beginning of the main hall, there is a path that I missed. What about over here? Oh wow, thank you. I appreciate that. There's like some guy named Oatmeal that lives here. What's his actual name? Orman, okay. Was he rowboats or something? Does that even make any sense? I guess there are ore boats, or... whatever, fuck it. There it is! Yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Light's area is not far from here, so that's cool. As thanks for that gift, I will now kill you. What would you say is the most bullshit thing in any KF game that you experienced? This might be a contentious point, but I really hate those parts in Kingsfield 2 where you need to teleport out. Like, the parts where you drop down a hole, or they'll even have an area that actually has items in it, but you need to be able to warp out. Like, I really dislike those. I just don't like those... Because either you're prepared for it and you know it's coming, and you have the item, or you just waste your time. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I do remember the, I can't remember the name of the area, but there's like this death trap place in Kingsfield 3 that is full of traps, and you have to like find a key behind a secret door. I remember that part being kind of shitty. I don't think there's too many things in the Kingsfield games that strike me as like really, really bad. That sounds like ass, lol. Yeah. I've seen some people praise that, like Acer Aesthetic. He's praised that aspect of the game. And I honestly completely disagree. I think it's just badly designed. He was arguing that it was good because it like adds tension to exploration. But yeah, I think there should always be a way to get out of a trap area. Oh, you want some? Well, I just might give you some. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to actually kill these things before I can fight the tree. Oh, that was weird. My axe just didn't appear. I guess you could argue... Well, I don't mind him too much, and technically I think you can avoid the attack if you know it's coming. But I also wasn't a big fan of the bullshit chests in Kingsfield 2, where a skeleton would just pop out as soon as you open it. It was like that game's equivalent of a mimic. In Kingsfield 4, there's this giant stuck in a room that's supposed to be a mini-boss, but his only attack is a giant AoE that fills the whole room. So the only way to kill him without getting your ass kicked is opening the door, poking him with your weapon, and closing the door. Oi. I remember the Necron fight in Kingsfield 2 is really difficult to fight as well. He has like a giant AoE attack that you basically can't really dodge unless you go completely out of range. But I guess that is mitigated by the fact that you can kind of stun him if you have like really fast spells on hand. I think that's how I beat him in my original playthrough. It's been a while since I really thought about that. It's really weird to me that this connects to the main tunnel, because it's like, I don't remember... Wait. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I don't really recognize this place, but never mind. Let me tell you though, I love shortcuts in games like this. It's so satisfying. Oh. Oh wait, yeah. I already tried that. Durr. So I think we're more or less done with this area. The only thing is we still never found out, like, where the healing fountain is. And you played this game, right? Do you know where the healing fountain is from here? Because I wasn't able to find it. But anyway, we're gonna go to Light, and at least get that free armor next to him. And I can't... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. This is like a secret path that opens up later. I see, I see. Never mind. And I forgot that actually refills your mana, too. So what is the point of this? I guess I gotta find some other item to put down there to make it even better. Have you ever, you know what I think would be kind of interesting though, is if you could do like a magic only run in Kingsfield, or like a bow only run. Because I've seen some people on YouTube try to do that, and it looks like a massive pain in the ass. But kind of fun to do, because it adds like a unique layer of challenge that normally isn't there. Like, it intensifies the resource management is what I mean. Okay, we're getting decked out. Anything else for us? I do kind of want to put off on spending my money, though, because I want to see, like, how much I can save my money and basically use it only when I really, really, really need to. I think I already looted this, right? No. Yeah. I had trouble telegraphing attacks in the game like I could easily in KF4. Oh, yeah. That's one of the downsides of this game, is there is a little bit of randomness to enemy behavior. I mean, generally speaking, you can, like, go in, bait, and attack, and then hit them. And usually, the enemies won't throw out an attack unless you get really close. It seems like they only really try to attack you when you get within a very specific range. But they'll, like, otherwise just sit there waiting for you to get close. Oh, that didn't work either? Boo. What about here? Oh, that's not a door. That's just a random dent in the wall. Okay. You know, I've always thought that Kingsfield 3 was one of the weaker ones, but honestly, it's a game that's really grown on me over time. Wait. Hold on. Let me see if those tombstones went away, because it's possible. Haven't played KF1. KF2, I got my ass clapped the squid by one hit and I closed the game. Oh yeah, that Kraken. That is a classic, See, I wonder if that's like a level skip. Maybe it takes you to like a deeper part of the dungeon. But yeah, my first experience at Kingsfield 2 was actually walking backwards and then dying immediately to the water. I kind of like that, though. I like how they give you options. It's kind of like in Dark Souls 1, where you have the choice to go into the catacombs area immediately, but it's definitely not a good idea. And if you go there, you basically get destroyed. Because even though you're technically meant to go in a specific way, like to Undeadburg, like, they still respect your intelligence enough to be like, yeah, you can go there. And also, if you want an extra challenge, you can. Alright. You know what I think would be absolutely horrifying in this kind of game? Doing like a no-save run, or a no-death run. There's a guy doing business in the depths here, whose class is burglar. I bet he's hiding, don't you think? He seems to carry good items, but you should be careful around him. See, I'm wondering if that actually turns out to be relevant gameplay-wise, or if that's just a lore thing. I guess he's talking about the Viking guy. I think we more or less solved all of the mysteries in this level, though, other than that one door we didn't open. Which probably leads into that room with the skeletons. In fact, Come to think of it, it might actually be a teleporter to one of the late game areas. And you don't get a key for that until really late in the game. To like open that door that leads into that room with the skeletons. Now this is where my memory of the game really starts to falter. I think there's like weird lizard monsters down here that have fire spells. And they're honestly one of the goofiest looking enemies in the game. I can't tell. Like, does this apply to level 2 as well? It looks like it does. So this might actually apply to, like, the whole game. I'm gonna go lift weights, but I'll be back later if you're still playing. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wonder if... I don't know if you already sent the link on Discord. Yeah, I'll join it. Then I'll look at that more like after the stream. But yeah, much better attempt at this live stream so far. I'm Eric. Gil says you're looking for the commander? Question mark? If so, you'll need to go even lower. Though it seems there's some trouble down there. Who's Gil? Oh wait, is that the guy on floor 1? Maybe? But then how did he tell him? What, he's got a telephone or something? Honestly, this NPC is kind of annoying. Because he just walks back and forth and he'll actually block your path to the, save file sometimes. The Noble's Graveyard. Behold, the goofiest, stupidest looking ghosts in all Kingsfield. They're not even creepy, they're just weird. I think they have dark power or something. I think I'm hitting you. Oh wait, that's right. I can use magic to bring you down, huh? Okay, I gotta hit that switch. Oh shit. Oh, and their sound effects are actually different too, so you can actually tell that these are stronger. Just a little bit. Oh. Now all of a sudden you drop so fast. Alright, time to figure out... Yeah, it looks like whenever they get hit, they just get dragged further and further to the ground. I guess that's one way of making it obvious I'm dealing damage. Sort of. How dare you. What about the Night Sword? Come to think of it, I did miss a Morning Star. See, these guys don't really have an attack animation at all, they just sit there. And then every now and then you take damage and you're like, okay. I don't really know how or why, but okay, I guess I'm taking damage. Like, the best place seems to be just getting behind them. Although comboing your magic with the melee weapon is so satisfying when you actually pull it off. Okay, now that you're close to the ground, I want to avoid... What are you weak against? It seems to be Slash? I kind of like their laugh, though. So cheesy. And hey, it is Halloween, so... Relevant? Question mark? Maybe, perhaps. I do like, though, how, like, the only things in the game that have faces are, like, armor and enemies, but never, like, NPCs. So I believe this is where the trap was, right? No, I don't think so. Okay, so you're there. Oh, okay. So the switch is right over there on the right that I just walked by. Okay. But yeah, the music in this game, I kind of have a soft spot for it. Like, I know it's not very complicated music in terms of composition or depth. And really, I guess kind of all of the, at least between the first 3 Kingsfield games and Eternal Ring, like a lot of them do have repetitive music, but I think their loop is actually quite good, you know? It's like, you know the NES game, Wayne's World? Okay? Is its music bad just because it loops? Not really, no. Okay, I did not think that'd actually do anything. So, note to self, keys are not just locked specifically to certain areas, necessarily, or certain levels. Wow, what a complaint, waste of time. There's nothing back here. Not even an item, man. At least give me an earth herb. But I guess it makes sense. It's a graveyard and it's deceased key. Maybe it's not really the key of anyone in particular. It's just the key of the graveyard in general. And that's why it's called... That's why it's called deceased key. Is what I was gonna say. It is a little confusing the way that they, like, stop, though. Because it's like, wait, are you dead? I guess the idea is, like, whatever spirit is possessing their body is leaving when you kill them, and that's why they kind of stop like puppets. I'll probably stop playing in, like, 30-ish minutes, because, I do want to have a little bit of time to eat before I go to bed. You know, my day off didn't really last very long. I guess waking up at 11 in the morning... Actually, I didn't even wake up that early. I woke up at like 9. I guess that trip to the bank, or that failed trip to the bank, didn't really work out. Which, by the way, I had to comment on. Okay, the start of this day was fucking bullshit, man. Because basically I got my paycheck from work today... and I need to cash it. The thing is, my bank is closed on Sunday, so I'm thinking... Is there anything to my right that's gonna kill me instantly? Evidently not. But yeah, I think to go to Publix in order to cash my check, because I do have that service. And then it turns out that they don't cash checks above 400. Or 500, rather. And my check was like $7 over. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go to Walmart. And then it turns out they don't cash out handwritten checks. It has to be printed through normal text. It's like, are you fucking serious? I really just wasted my time over here. Like, I got a couple groceries at least, some extra tissue paper, but ugh. Annoying start to the day, you know? That's like my only day off for a few days. I got a pretty busy week. I gotta work like 4 days in a row after this. I mean, I do work a couple night shifts, so I guess theoretically I could still have a little fun on those days, but I don't know if I'll stream. I guess we'll see. Because I usually would rather stream on my day off. Rather than like before or right after work. Generally. Man, it would be so cool if I could activate it like that. Too cool for this world. Now I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say my hitbox is probably too fucking big. That would be I should probably try to open up that gate before I do anything there, honestly. Alright, so where am I? Right here. Oh my god, 3 of them. The ghosts here aren't nearly as aggressive as they are in Kingsfield 2, though, which is quite nice. What are you laughing at, bitch? Laughing at my skill? How dare you? I'm not sure if I'll bother killing the ghost. Oh, hidden door. At least there's something in here. Wow, a different texture above me. Unless that was always there and I just didn't see it. Okay, so either a free healing item or a free money. Free thing to sell. Which will it be? Who knows? Who knows? Wait a minute, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold up. The stream should still be going. Okay, yeah, the phone is just being stupid. Hold on, there are sound effects here, so it's possible that there's another secret door here. Can I do anything here? Ugh, I fucking hate doing this in old games, I really do. I bet that's the sound effect of the other enemies spawning. It's not even the sound effects of like a secret. Yeah. I think we're done. Over here. That looks so goofy. Usually those enemies aren't that quick. That's weird. Okay, so I think that's where I came from. Oh, okay, hold on. So there's an opening there. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think I really checked out this area. I'll probably ignore the ghosts, honestly. Like, they're just way too much of a fucking pain in the ass to fight. Whoa, you guys have poison now? What the fuck? Okay, you want some of this, bitch? Let's fucking go. Do I have, like, better weapons? Not yet. One day, one day. Okay, I guess I'll check out this opening on the side. Okay, that sounded... Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Death trap right there. Probably. What the fuck? Oh, I remember these. These are the enemies. But I can't even tell, like, what side they're on. Where does your face begin and where does your back start? See, I thought these guys had ranged attacks, but I guess not. Oh shit! Hold on, I might die. I'm not letting you beat me. Earth Steelstone, cool. Damn, that ass is fat, man. Just makes the whole dungeon just shake. Just like that. The fuck? There's more of them? They're probably down in that hole, man. Oh no. There's probably a secret, like, right there. Man. Douchebag game designers. They just have to put a poison pit right there, man. Okay, I don't know what the point of that room is. Oh man, I can't even look down, so like I don't even know if that goes anywhere or not. At least I can't take free damage here as easily. Wait a minute. That looks very suspicious. What is that? Does this tell you? I wonder if it updates. I don't think it does. Oh, it doesn't. Bloodstone, okay. I wonder if that's because I had, like, the anti-Z fighting feature enabled. Like, maybe that's accidentally making that easier to notice? I don't know. Oh, well, I don't think it changes too much about how hard they are to see, so... whatever. Hold on. Lights blinking, internet still up? It would appear so, it would appear so. Hurry up and die, man, I got bills and shit. You're not even hard, you're just fucking annoying. Maybe the lap is a damaging attack? I don't really know. Okay, hold on, I definitely don't want to face tank that. So you guys are harder to avoid. I think there's just something about how hard they hit the ground when they die that is just so amusing, though. It's almost like a cartoonish animation to me. They're just like slowly falling down like that, and then just plap right on the floor. So at the very least, all of the obvious stuff is gone over here. And it's 8:17, and I want to double check and see the quality of the stream afterwards. So I'm gonna call it here. I heard the dungeon's guard was swallowed by a man-eating monster called a head eater in a single bite, they say. Oh boy, spooky dooky. Too spooky, 5 me, bruh. Okay, had to make sure I don't click the wrong button. But yeah, that is my first play session of Kingsfield 1 in a while. Depending on my mood over the next few days, I may or may not stream this week. It's a pretty busy week. I might have time on my day off if I can't play on my work days. But we'll see. But I do intend on beating this game and I don't want to wait too long. It seems like whenever I take a long break from a game, like I end up losing interest and I never go back to it, so I want to try to correct that. And yeah, happy October, everyone. Season of Nightmares is finally upon us once more. And I will play some more horror games this month. I was thinking of playing Doom 3, actually. Maybe even that Dead Space remake. But yeah, peace. And I hope you guys enjoyed.